All right, girly, I need you to hear me. Life is a one-time deal. You only get one shot. I don't know if we actually think about that when we go through our everyday life. We wake up, we scroll, we work, we scroll, we go to bed, we scroll. But life is for living, and it is on you to do all you can while you can. Truly. I did a workshop a couple of weeks ago called Die Before You Die at this meditation center in Greece that I am still at. And it rocked me. Rocked me. I mean, look, I quit my poker career right around 3 months ago, less than 3 months ago now. And I have been following these internal pings ever since. I have been just following what little Eb wants to do. Who did little Eb want to be before the world got a hold of her and told her what she should do? Who did little Eb want to do when she was a kid? What did she enjoy doing? And the answer was so simple. Dance, write, read, play, create, frolic. She loved being outside. And so I've been doing that. And through that, I have been feeling like I've been more in touch with life, more in touch with the pulse of my own heartbeat and the heartbeat of life. And it's because of all of that, I've been following these pings, and that is how I ended up in Greece. That is how I ended up at this meditation center. That is how I am going to spend, when it's all said and done, over 45 days. Dancing, playing, meditating, being guided back to life, I guess, here in Greece. It's actually so crazy. But not. It's really wonderful. And I feel glad that I am brave enough to follow the pings. I'm grateful that my former life has created the space for me to walk towards my heart. I'm grateful that I can randomly apply to a writer's retreat in Greece, get in 2 days later, leave a week and a half later, and then change my mind about where I'm going afterwards. Because y'all, I really did apply to a writer's retreat on a Monday, got in on a Wednesday, left for Mexico on Friday morning, came back on Friday night, left for the writer's retreat to Greece on Saturday morning, went to the writer's retreat, and then I was supposed to go to Athens because I had planned to go there. I booked a one-way flight, and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. And something told me, nah, that's not where you're supposed to go. So I canceled my Airbnb. I had no plans. I didn't know where I was going to go, but I canceled like halfway through the writer's retreat. And Monday morning was the last day in the writer's retreat. And on Sunday night, I decided that I was going to go to Thessaloniki, which is another city in Greece, which was actually the airport I flew into to go to this writer's retreat. And talk about living and deciding to fully take stock in this one life, in this physical form that I have to live. Because I was in the midst of waking up early, going to bed early. I was doing a 40 days in a row of rising with the sunrise. And while I was in Thessaloniki, I was like, man, the old me would fucking love it here, because this place is a late night city. Like, you can get coffee and ice cream at any time. It's really safe. I loved it there. But I was waking up at 6 a.m. So late night is not what's going for me at that particular season of my life, which was completely different than any other season. Stay with me here, okay? Because we're going to bring this full circle. Life is for the living, I'm telling you. I love dancing. I love Latin dancing. I love ecstatic dance. I love where I get to be lost in my body. It feels like one of the greatest love letters to myself through the universe, and it also feels like the greatest love letter to the universe from my body. When I get lost in dance, which is just as easy as closing my eyes when I'm not performing, it is the greatest gift I can give to myself. Anyway, I was looking for ecstatic dance while I was in Thessaloniki, and everything started at like 11 o'clock at night, 11:30, and like the old me says the new me while she's recording this YouTube video at 12:15 at night. The version of me that was in Thessaloniki was not about the late night life, but I went down this rabbit hole and I found Osho Afros, which is this meditation center on an island in Greece. And dance, meditation, play. Dance, meditation, play. Basically, these are the modalities. And so five days later, after finding this place, I'm on a flight, booking a month and a half to stay at this place. And that is how I found myself in this workshop called Die Before You Die. And that is how I know that life is, confirmation. Ping after ping after ping. And that is why I canceled my flight to Athens. That is why I canceled my trip to Athens. That is why I allowed myself to follow my intuition and follow those pings. This is why. One of the greatest gifts I have given myself is my commitment to curiosity and my willingness to change my mind and my deep, deep rooted desire to stay as present as possible and to let life surprise me, to let God surprise me. And they both do. Both life and God are constantly surprising me because I am currently in a season of life where I am living as much as I can. That doesn't mean that I'm not getting lost. It doesn't mean that I'm not scrolling. It doesn't mean that I don't forget. It simply means that I am returning and returning again and returning again. Because being present in life is not about constantly being present. It is about the constant return of that presence. And that is how you live this one beautiful life that you have. Full heart, a lot of gratitude. Come back for day 6 no matter what, because we've done it. I've done it. I did it. I'm committed to this. This feels so fucking good. And yeah, I just threw on some red lipstick. I was at the beach until 11:15, and then I came home. Found this cute little corner here in the kitchen for me to record. I'm trying to find the most aesthetic place to film, and I think I found it in this house that I'm in. It's very 70s Greece, so I think I found it. And when I was thinking about what to record for today, I guess I need to tell y'all what Die Before You Die is, but you're going to have to come back tomorrow for day 7 because a girl's got to eat still. And tomorrow I'm in day 4 of a facilitator training course called From Separation to Unity by the same teacher, Kaifi Heracles, who is phenomenal. And follow the pings, follow your intuition, and allow yourself to let remind you of how beautiful it is, how beautiful it can be. And I say this as somebody who grew up with nothing, and a lot of times in my adult life had less than nothing, got a little more than that, returned to nothing, got a little more than that, and still returned to nothing. And now I'm in a place where I can decide I want to be at a writer's retreat and go, apply and get in and go, and then decide I want to spend a month and a half at a meditation center because my brain and body need it. And crazy time, decide I'm going to do 100 days of long form content on YouTube without a plan. I know I need to plan, but we're in the middle of some shit right now. I'm in the middle of doing a lot of stuff, which makes me returning to this that much sweeter because I'm always going to have shit happening. I'm always going to be doing things. I'm always going to be feeling. I'm always going to be experiencing my life, because that is one of the greatest gifts that we have as human beings, which is experiencing life. I know y'all can hear that wash machine. She is going. As a human being, doing what a human being does, I'm experiencing life, yo. And if not now, then when? I've been saying for so long that I was going to get it together, that I was going to do this, I was going to do that I was going to find the perfect system to save my ADHD brain, that I was going to figure it out. And y'all, perfection has been the biggest enemy of my progress. The biggest enemy of my progress. And I've been in the fire, learning, healing, and I don't want to have any more love affairs with my excuses. I'm trying to have some passionate, wildly committed, long-term, successful partnerships with my dreams and fantasies, and the baddie that I know myself to be, the sweet, loving, healing, honest, soft, and kind version of me who has access to so much gratitude and so much juice that life has to offer. And in order for me to do that, I have to focus on building her, becoming her, remembering her. Remembering her. God damn, yes, that's the one. And returning here every day. I'm not negotiating with myself. I'm doing this thing. I've decided I'm doing this thing. And because of that, I'm coming back and I'm getting the reps in. And this is the greatest gift to my progress. It's not finding the perfect system. It's not being frustrated that last night's video took 3.5 hours and I don't know if I'm ready to potentially experience all the technical problems that my phone and computer and everything were giving me last night. And none of my business. That was last night Eb's problem. Tonight Eb's get to is I get to be here. I get to return to this. I get to remember that I have one life to live. And how wildly, exceptionally fucking cool that is. And that I created this life. And if I want things to change, I get to change them. And I did change them. I am changing them. I am changing within them. I am changing in my changing life, which is a really fucking cool thing to say. So, yeah. I know that I will have to figure out some system, something sustainable. And I also know that right now, right in this very moment, my return, my imperfect return, is the most important thing that I can give to myself. My imperfect return. My presence here in this with you. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. It really is. It really, really is. And I thank you for being here with me. And that's a wrap on day 6. I dare you to come back tomorrow for day 7. I have no idea what I told y'all I was going to talk about today, what I said yesterday. Trust that I'll check it out. Follow the pings of life. And just know that whatever you're doing, whatever your curiosities are, whatever your passions are, whatever it is that you are looking to do with your life, whoever it is that you are looking to be or become in your life, just know that your return is evidence of your success. Go ahead, hit that follow button, subscribe. It's a subscribe button, comment, ask me some questions in the chat. Let me ask you some questions. What is it that you think you've been failing at, but when you zoom out and see that you've been returning to it, it actually is something you're pretty good at? So what is it? Tell me. Tell me, so when I wake up in the morning, I get to feel your presence in life. Real cool. Real fucking cool. It's so hot when you return to presence. For real. I'll see y'all tomorrow.